Hi, my name is Esmee, and for the project in this module, I'll show you how to create a survey for a training you've organized. After the training, you might want to ask the participants for feedback. You might want to create an overview of the feedback you've received, maybe analyze it, and also receive notification when a new feedback is submitted. So if you look at my screen, we are in office.com, and the way we will create the survey is by going to Microsoft Forms and create a survey here. So first, we'll open Forms. Here you can see that I already have a lot of forms created in my Forms area. So left, you can add a new form, but there's another way to add a new form, and it's the way that I usually prefer. So if you go below to my groups, you see the groups that you're in. And by creating a group form within one of those groups, everyone within that group can view your form, they can edit it, they can see the results, and that is sometimes more useful than just creating a form for yourself. So I'm in the people and culture team. I will create the survey in this team. So by clicking on it, I can add a new group form. It just opens a blank form. And first we'll start by creating a title. Let's say training feedback. You can see that Forms already suggests a lot of questions that you can ask, but you can also create just your own custom questions just by clicking any of these. They will create a different type of question. So you can add a choice, you can add a question, add a few options for the participant to use. But here, first, we'll just ask a question that they can just give a text answer to. What training did you follow? So in the settings below, you can see that you can let them give a long answer. You can have the answer be required. You can add a subtitle to your question here. You can add restrictions like the answer they give must be a number, or the number must be equal to another number, or greater than another number. We don't really need this right now because it's a text answer that they'll give. And you can add branching. Branching is a little bit more difficult to use, but it basically means that depending on the answer that the responder gives, they will see another follow-up question. We don't really need that here right now. We don't need the subtitle either. Okay, so the most important question here is, how do you rate the training? And you can add different levels. They can answer somewhere between 1 and 10. You can also use a different symbol like a smiley face, or if you just want to create an easy overview, just a number. Here, we'll just use the stars. And by using the stars, if they fill in 1, the first star, this means the number 1. And if they fill in the fifth star, that means the number 5. So after we save the results, we won't be able to save the actual stars. So then you know how to read the response. And let's use one of the recommended questions. How could the training be improved? We just add it. And you see that it's a long answer. So these are the questions that we wanted to ask in the survey. And now we want to collect the responses from the participants. So if you press the button collect responses, you see this pop up. And there are a few settings that you can look at. Anyone can respond. That means also people from outside the organization. You can use only people in my organization can respond. You can record the name or not record the name if you want the survey to be anonymous. And maybe you only want to get one response per person. But if you want to use this survey multiple times, you may not want to use that one. Okay, so then you can copy the link and send it to the participant. If they open the link, this is what they'll see.